Hey there, so today we're going to talk about buyer consultations, why you should have one, and why you should not buy a home without one. Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you about what a buyer consult is and why it is that I pressure all of you to come in and do a buyer consult with me before we go out and start really looking at homes. And really this is beneficial for both you and I, or you and the realtor you're working with, if you're working with someone else on my team or someone else out there. But you want to put a face with a name, you want to sit down with these people and communicate with them and make sure that you can do that and do that well, because sometimes we'll have a few, real basic phone conversations, maybe conversations over text, and then next thing you know, this person is negotiating a contract for you, and you're finding out that the two of you don't communicate very well together, and that's never a good place to be. And so you want to feel comfortable with that person, you want to feel confident in that person, and that's very important. But I'm also interviewing you as well. I want to make sure that I feel like I am capable of achieving what you're after. Now, the first topic is usually pre-approvals. I know that not everybody is super comfortable with stepping into that first conversation talking about finances, but unfortunately, we have to know what's going on to be able to help you achieve your goals. So different loan types might affect the type of home that you're looking at, and we'll be able to direct you depending on that, but also it might affect negotiations. And so we really need to be able to pin that down, and so we can definitely give you references, and you may already have somebody in mind that you would like to use for lending, but that's going to be the first thing that we need to do. We also do not want you to miss out on that home, because we don't want to spend 3 months hunting for homes and then we finally find the one and it's under contract before we can get that pre-approval. And so we want to make sure we have that in hand. I'm not going to go into great detail on all of the other topics, but I'm just going to kind of hit the highlights of things that we're going to discuss. But after we discuss pre-approvals, then we're really just going to talk about the process itself. What it looks like from the conception to the end until you have keys in your hand. And so we're going to talk about inspections and appraisals and what those differences are, what your upfront costs might be for inspections and set appraisals. And we can talk about different negotiations and strategies and punch lists or blue tape walkthroughs, or what your options are if this is new construction as well. Or if you're buying one and you're wanting to do kind of like an as-is cash transaction even. So there's many different directions to take there. And then, like most crazy women, I'm going to attempt to really push you and get a full commitment from you to work with me or my team. No, I'm just kidding, but kind of. But there's just so much to cover, because I never know where someone's education is, where I need to, fill in the lines, fill in the blanks, because sometimes people have bought and sold 2-3 houses, but it kind of went by really quickly in a blur, and they don't really remember the process. They aren't prepared once again for some of the upfront costs, or remember some of the specifics about how, the inspection period works or something. And so we want to make sure that we fully educate you and you're prepared and you're ready. And it's just little things like understanding or remembering who pays the buyer's agent's commission. There's been several times where I'm partway into a transaction and someone will ask me, well, when do I pay you, my client? And as a buying client, you don't pay a commission. And so I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything, and I'm properly educating my clients and everybody's prepared. And so that way we can have a super smooth transaction. Everybody's happy. And yeah, so that's it. Hope that helps. All right, so that's enough talking about that. Go ahead and get in touch with us and let's set up that buyer consult so we can help you find whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's a home, land, new construction, we can do it. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I hope that this was informative and helped.